All right, I'm here in the I'm here in the assembly room. We've got James, the underworld room. Yes, it's inhabited by troglodytes.
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with Ren, not Brig. I'm sitting in Brig's chair, and Adam. And the topic of conversation is, what are good armies for beginning players?
Ooh.
For 40K.
40K?
40K.
Well, the obvious choice is Space Marines.
Yeah.
Because
seems to be the most popular.
all the stats are really simple. Most of it's 4. So that's a good start. Really any army that's just simple.
I think orcs are a simple army to play.
Yeah. Well, we have to consider cost too.
Right.
So for a beginner's army, you're looking for good rules set, that it's forgiving and relatively straightforward to play.
Yeah.
You're looking for low model count, so not so expensive, and also you're looking for painting, things that are easy to paint. So, which armies have... I'm going to say Death Guard. Death Guard are pretty straightforward to play. You only need like 28 infantry.
Well, and it's not so low that you have to play really smart to keep them alive.
That's right. They're probably the most forgiving army.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a Death Guard force would be 4 units of 7 guys, 4 rhinos, and then frosting. 2 land raiders?
Yeah, my list has 3 rhinos and 2 land raiders.
What's in the second land raider? Command squad?
They're all squads of plague marines.
Okay.
Just the demon prince for the HQ, that's all I need.
Okay. Great. Maybe some obliterators in there. It's kind of an old stand. And you can convert a lot of things with that army too.
Yep.
1,000 Suns can be a good, pretty inexpensive.
Yeah.
They're not as easy to paint. A little harder to paint. Doesn't have to be, though.
It's a difficult army to come up with a good list, but they are
1,000 Suns.
very durable. Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty forgiving too. I'm not going to say Tau, but Tau aren't bad. They've got good.
What Tau have going for them, as far as beginner-wise, I think they're really easy to paint for a beginner. For me, I mean, that was the first army that I ever bought, like, straight out of the box when they first came out and painted myself.
Yeah, Tau.
So I think they're nice. I mean, they're pretty easy to paint for the most part. I mean, you can get crazy with them if you want to.
What would be a good Tau list for a beginner? I'm gonna say 2 units of fire warriors with pulse rifles, 2 devilfish.
Yes,
gotta have the devilfish.
Broadsides.
9 battle suits. 3 broadsides.
To soak up some close
No, I
combat.
would say
Some Kroot.
3 units of 2 broadsides.
3 units of 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could go with the hammer.
And
but I think
of course, take a Chasseur. Take a battle suit commander. The ethereal really isn't that hot this time around. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Eldar. Eldar are low mod, but they're a lot harder to play.
Yeah, they got a lot of special rules and fancy tricks up their sleeves that make them a little bit out of reach for the beginner, I think.
Well, if you were going to start with Eldar, I would say unit of Pathfinders, unit of Dire Avengers and a Wave Serpent, Fire Dragons and a Wave Serpent, 2 Farseers, and then have fun with your heavy sport. Wraith Lords, the new Fire Prism kit is awesome.
Yes.
Start with that. Okay, what else? Now, you were going to say orcs. And orcs are very forgiving to play.
Yeah, they're really forgiving. They're high model count, though. That's the only downside.
Yeah, you got to paint all those boys. Minimum 90 boys is your start.
Most of the time with the orcs, you run at them. That's really all you got to do. Very simple tactic.
Giant horde battle wagons. Well, you know what? Hold on just a second. you can do an orc knobs list.
Yeah, most definitely.
What I call the spike toe boot list.
Yeah.
And 3 battle wagons with death rolls.
Did I say spike toe? I meant steel toe. Yeah, 3
Spike
battle
toe.
wagons with death rollas.
Spike toe's more orky.
3
probably
giant
the-
units
yeah.
of knobs. And you can mix and match out of the Assault on Blackreach set.
4 bosses
Yes.
each one.
So you can get your knobs pretty cheap.
I-
2 war bosses.
I-
That's a
I would
really
still
good
just
starter
go with
list for
the,
orcs.
Orc knob box set, 'cause
Oh,
really
yeah,
not
well,
that
we're
much
talking
more,
about
man.
pinching pennies here. You just
Yeah.
find someone that
Yeah,
wants
that's what I'm
to,
saying.
you know, trade or sell you the orc knobs out of the ABR set.
Yeah. Imperial Guard tank army.
Guard tank army?
Yeah.
Really?
It's real simple.
2 units of veterans and lots of tanks.
Yeah, which is kind of
Just 2 units of veterans like Chimeras, Manticores,
Okay.
Sector battle squads. And that's a really cheap army, and it's very destructive.
Yeah, and I have yet to see that played. I'd be terrified of it, though. It's
Oh, especially
like,
the Sector battle
I'm going to take my
squad.
fire dragons and run up and blow... Oh, yeah, just blow up one. You know,
No,
and then...
if you play those right, you can actually kill a couple.
Can you?
Like if you look in the actual white dwarf, you have 1 squad of fire dragons with a Wigan,
Oh.
and I think they killed like 6 or 7 tanks. It was
Oh, that's
insane.
awesome.
It was like, why
That's
did
awesome.
you kill those guys?
So what other armies do we have? Demon Hunters are coming out later this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess
Right
with
now, I
those.
wouldn't recommend Demon Hunters on any count.
Nor witch hunters. I wouldn't really mess
Yeah.
with them much right now. A, it's very expensive because all the metal models.
Yeah.
Necrons.
Problem is
Necrons.
Necrons have a lot of rules issues right now.
Yeah,
You're
they
just
do.
gonna probably get frustrated with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark Eldar are scrap now.
They're actually
Like,
better than Demon Hunters
you
right
can't-
now, but the problem is...
No, I'm
it's
saying
just-
I'm not saying anything about the list.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about the models
Yeah, don't do anything
that you
with
can't even get them.
them. Like,
And secondhand, they're not worth anything because the
I
new
think
ones
it looks
are imminent.
stupid. That's
Yep.
my opinion, but...
Oh, they're good. They're goofy. They're goofy looking. There's really no
I think the tanks
amazing
aren't bad.
models.
Tanks aren't bad.
Yeah, I've never been a real fan. But you know, I'm not saying they're terrible either. All right. Other advice for a new player would be see if you can't buy a secondhand army on eBay. If you keep your eyes peeled, you can usually find something already put together and very inexpensive. Beggars can't be choosers, but usually if you have $200 or $300 to spend, sometimes you can find a 1,500, 2,000 point army on eBay
And for those in the
that's
States,
been assembled.
Craigslist is good too. You can get
Craigslist?
one. Yes, you can find
Really?
armies on Craigslist.
All right. All right, well, that's all the time we have today. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Even you, Adam. Hey there, Blue Table fans. This is just a postscript to remind everyone that we are indeed a miniatures painting service. I've got lots and lots and lots of specials and ways to get your army set up. I'm starting a new special, and you can see details of that in the link below, or to the side, depending on how big a YouTube screen you're using.